hang out in the PKA hangout. Maybe Josh Pillault will finally reveal his pearl.
Yes.
I got a pearl when I was locked up, so put that in there.
Ooh.
Pearl. Does that mean a guy came in your ass?
A touch of joy to the show.
Classic. Thank you, Taylor. No, it's a body modification. Kyle, they weren't doing that at the camp. Getting pearls.
What's that again?
Getting a pearl put in your dick.
What is that?
No.
Yeah, I got one when I was in there. It's a shaved down piece of a domino is specifically what mine is, shaped as a heart. At which point I had a intoxicated Mexican. He had wine on the breath. Let me see here. If we're using this sleeve right here as my shaft, he grabbed the top part of the skin, stretched it up high, and stabbed through both sides of the skin, completely through both layers, two giant holes, stretched it up, pushed the domino in there, and then made me lower the skin and press it back down over it. And then he showed me how to make a cocksock to tie it so that it would heal up properly.
Cocksock! You chose to do this?
Oh, yeah. It actually cost me $21, believe it or not. Not only did I choose to do it, I paid for it.
How does it look?
So, and then underneath
you take a roll of toilet paper like so. You take about 3 squares. You fold it in half, hot dog style like so. Wrap it around the shaft. Make sure that it's good and cleaned first. Put some soap on it. Once you got it tied like so, you grab you another couple squares of toilet paper. You twist them just like you're making a normal wick, like if you're going to try to light a cigarette with it or something like that.
Sure,
you do that.
Sure.
And you wrap it around your dong and tie the bandage in place like so. Until your peen, it basically looks like this until it heals up.
Did you have a little Valentine under the skin of your dick?
Yeah, it stands at attention. When it's standing at attention, you can clearly see the heart fully. The ostensible reward of this is that it is supposed to be very physically pleasing to the females. I'm now married. I do not comment on whether or not it is functional, but I did whenever I made a video about it. I did say that if it went viral, which it was not even close to doing, that I would prove it. So check out the PKA Hangout. Maybe one day in the distant future when they get 1 million likes. I'll show a picture of the pearl.
Do you still have this in your penis?
Oh yeah. I'm not going to get it removed. I tell you that. If I'd known how bad it was going to get hurt getting it put in, I wouldn't have been able to do it in the first place. But I underestimated.
Should have told you that.
Yeah,
I knew it was going to hurt, but I didn't expect to almost pass out. Like I got woozy eyes rolling
a little
back,
woozy
pouring sweat.
Till you describe it.
Yeah, almost passed out. I had to get put down in a chair.
Pearls hurt.
You know what I just watched?
It hurt.
I've been watching Nip Tuck. I'm doing a rewatch of that. It's a great show. FX in the early 2000s was.
I remember it.
Out. And one of the characters is uncircumcised. He's like a 17, 18-year-old kid. And his girlfriend, who I think is Kate Mara, maybe a young Kate Mara. It looked like her anyway. But she's kind of weird about the uncircumcised dick. It's a whole thing. And he wants it fixed. And his dad's a fucking plastic surgeon. They could get this thing fixed perfectly. But he doesn't want to do it. He's telling him, just put the condom on. And she won't even notice. But she's like, all right, I'm gonna go put a condom on. And she's like, what? Well, I want to see your dick. Like, what's going on? What are you, a magician? Where are you going? So basically, there's a part at the end of the last episode I watched where he's watching a fucking YouTube video that teaches you how to circumcise yourself, and he's getting out the fucking like scissors and he's starting to circumcise
scissors.
himself. Yeah, scissors. Yeah,
like sharp ones.
Yeah, like surgical.
That's
scissors.
what they used to really do it, isn't it? Like medical
scissors.
scissors.
Yeah, he's like following instructions, but still, it's gonna be a rough one. Vavity has told me
that'd be worse than what I had.
Just leave it.
Remember, Vavity told us about that guy who got an adult circumcision and how mangled it looked for a long time to heal.
Yeah, don't get an adult circumcision. My God.
At that point, just leave it, right?
I would absolutely
on there.
No, get your adult circumcisions, kids. Like look, you got to work hard for the things that you want in life. Okay, whether it's a domino shaped like a heart inside your penis, or it's or it's
just skinless,
or it's just a skinless dick you're looking for, like a chicken breast.
You got to commit.
Yeah, you got to commit.
It's all about the commitment.
How big is the heart in your penis?
That's what I was.
I'd say that it's probably 3/4 of an inch by 3/4 of an inch, maybe a half-inch thick.
Heart.
Half-inch thick, probably.
But the
thickness.
The $21.
Yeah, about the thickness of a domino.
The $21, did that cover the creation of the heart-shaped domino?
Yeah, that included the heart. Yes, it's $10 if you have your own pearl. But
did the Mexican shaman who cut you, the Mexican moil, did he have anything inside his penis?
Oh yeah, from what I understand, he'd given himself 2.
He had a whole jigsaw puzzle in there.
No, dudes do get multiple. Guys get in
Lucky
lots of
Charms down there.
BDs. Yeah, Lucky Charms. Yeah,
Clovers and blue moons.
yeah. It was like the fucking guy's keepsake on Austin Powers, the Lucky Charm guy. They're always after me, Lucky Charms. That's pretty much what the guy's dick was evidence of self mutilation.
Did you see it?
No, I didn't see his. The guy that talked me into getting one showed me his though, because you don't actually have to whip out your dong to show somebody your pearl. All you really have to do is just open up the piss flap and you can see. You don't have to look at a man's whole shaft.
That's not enough. You should have to see the full thing in its post effect before you sign up for that. Like if
I probably should have done more research.
Stuff, if some guy had that in his penis, I wouldn't want him to show me just the window of that. I'd want him to show me the whole look. Like,
I
what
was
am
more
I signing
concerned
up for?
Healing. That's what I was mostly concerned with. Was like, what's the scarring going to look like? The scarring was minimal, thankfully. It would have been a little bit better, but I figured out a very strange way to womp it after about 5 days.
How'd you
and I
do
couldn't
that?
take it anymore. A very strange left-handed technique, which involved keeping my shorts on. It was a long story, but I figured it out, and that definitely contributed to the scarring.
With your shorts on? Did you bust in your own shorts?
No. Man, this is going to get complicated if I have to really go into the details of it. Like, I don't mind, but
spare no expense. Yeah.
The funny thing is that I've been on the official podcast 3 times, the one where they ask about jacking off, and they never really asked. But this is my time to shine, I guess. So with the 2 gaping giant wounds in my dong, I figured out that if I was wearing my shorts, my basketball weed smoking shorts, that I would you could stand near the toilet, okay, with your shorts on now. And if you did this, oh no, come on, Zach. If you did this left-handed technique. Where you kind of right through the pants, kind of like this, sort of in a repetitive motion. Look, I was desperate after 5 days, okay? Now, the trick to this was that the bulk of it is you had to pull the shorts up right here so that the head was exposed a little bit. That way you didn't get any on the floor. You know what I'm saying? You were still capable of getting it in the toilet and not all over your shorts.
Yeah, I mean, you have to be courteous.
But it
Can
did
you imagine
rip
waking
open one
up at
side of the
3
scar.
You wake up at 3 a.m. and he's over there perched on the toilet like a fucking gargoyle.
No, you stand in the
milking
toilet
one
like
out.
you're peeing. I stood on the chair just to demonstrate.
It's just
unless I was in the mood to gargoyle it on the toilet, in which case I'd hop up there. But also, for what it's worth, I did not do this while anybody was present in the room. What you do is say, I got to take a shit, and you throw the towel over your door so nobody comes in.
But you just milked yourself into a toilet, right?
Basically, it was probably very similar to milking a cow, yeah.
Wasn't the first
after
time?
5 days.
Wasn't the last.
No,
wasn't the first time. It wasn't the last. There will probably be many more adventures like
I
that.
didn't masturbate the whole time I was there. 30
You're
days.
trolling me.
Or 60
Did you
days.
have any wet dreams?
That's a perfect reply.
Did you have any wet
60
dreams?
days.
No wet dreams. No, I had no interest in jerking off. I just wanted to go home.
I'm telling you,
what
I
Kyle
was about to
means
lose
is
my
that
fucking
he
mind.
never. What Kyle means is he never jerked himself off.
I see. There's a distinction here.
But that right forearm was getting strong.
I gave a lot of hand jobs, but none of it. No, I really didn't. Like, there was no point the whole time I was there that I felt like horny or like the desire to jerk off or anything like that. I mean, don't you me? You just talked about having a Mexican man cut you apart and stick a fucking heart.
Yeah, you have lost.
Sorry, maybe mine was a little more gnarly.
That's
Josh,
gangster ass shit.
You have lost all privileges.
Yeah.
All right, yeah, that's fair. I lost my card.
Jesus.
This probably doesn't help, but we did bleach and sanitize everything.
Oh, it helps a lot.
What number domino was it? I should have asked that. By the way, I don't know if you guys saw in the chat, but Zach put a picture, and let me tell you, fair warning before you click it.
Oh, I don't want to see any
I wanna
cops
see
tonight.
You might not. I'm just giving you guys honest warning here. But that's an example of somebody that has gotten a bunch of them. Like I was saying, some guys get multiple.
I'll tell you what I have seen and what
I was going to let Zach take the blame for that.
Oh, Woody, you posted it. Okay.
Oh, it does say Woody over that.
No. Oh, this is horrible.
Now
what
what
I would get, but I wouldn't go through the procedure of, like, if you could just beam them in there. I've seen people that have like the little balls.
Yeah,
like the beads.
That's what this picture looks like.
Okay, and they've got a lot of them. Like
that's what this picture looks like.
Okay, like not too many, but a ring of them or a pattern of them.
This one's too many in this picture.
Just speed bumps under, like, by the clit. Like, that's what I'm thinking.
I'd be okay with that.
Ostensibly, that's the ultimate goal of the clit. That's why it's on the top. Now, for some reason, I was under the impression.
What if we get a vibrating egg in there?
This is you're selling it, yeah.
Now, for like positioning reference here, let's use my finger as a scale, which isn't that far off anyway. You would have expected, like I was expecting it to be, back here or so. but it's more like in the central part. It's more like kind of in the middle here.
Fair.
So it's about halfway down.
I imagine
And
right
also,
behind the
after I
helmet.
figured out how to womp it, I forgot to mention this. Before the callus tissue had built up around that thing, when I would figure out my little ghetto way of left-handed weird womping it, sometimes the pearl would be upside down. Like, as it is now, the heart faces away from me, but I would look at it and it'd be like towards me and angled crooked, and I'd be like, oh, shit. And then I have to grab it and wrestle that son of a bitch back into position.
Fuck, dude.
The wrestling part really wasn't that bad. Like, once the scars, the cuts themselves healed up, you can grab that son of a bitch and yank it all up under your skin. It doesn't hurt. Now, if you thump it, it's bad. Like, anything hitting it at all is horrible because it's like pinching that skin really, really hard, you know? But
What led to you deciding to do this?
my cellmate hyped me up on it. He got this big goofy ass 4-leaf clover. I mean, this damn thing was like the whole bottom half of a domino. He got this big goofy ass 4-leaf clover and was hyping it up. Man, the bitches are going to love it and this and this. And I'm over here like, I've got like 3.5 years before I'm thinking about some bitches, dude. Like, I'm not about to get my dick mangled in here.
Did it look good on his dick?
And then, like, it looked cool, man. When he opened the flap up and he showed it to me, I was like, that actually looks pretty fucking sick. That it's body modification. I didn't even have any tattoos yet. I actually got body mod before I got any prison tattoos. Like, skipped a couple of fucking steps. I had no tattoos on my body at this time.